everybody, and welcome to Fabulous Fabrics with me, your host, Brittany Haas. I'm celebrating belated Redhead Day. And these webinars are going to have three topics. The first is fabulous fabrics, then there's featured fabrics, and favorite fabrics. If you're with us live and watching this through MoodU, keep tuned till the end of the webinar. I'll give you a 10% off coupon code for fashion fabrics that'll last throughout the weekend. And if you're watching on any other outlet such as YouTube, you can go over here to register for the MoodU site and watch this live with us on Saturdays. So let's get started, shall we? For our Fabulous Fabric segment today, we have a whole new collection of X-ray floral neoprints. That's right, a combination of the word neo and print. So if you make anything from neoprints, hashtag that on social media through Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. We would love to see what you make from these fabrics. Our first fabric is item number 309120, and it is a pink, purple, and yellow X-ray floral roses on stretch neoprene. So as I said before, it is stretch. So you can see that it has a nice amount of give in the weft, and it also has a nice amount of give in the warp, perfect for bodycon garments. And as in the title, it's an X-ray floral print. So the floral itself is actually shown as an X-ray image, and you can see all the layers in it, which is really cool. It's on a cream yellowish background, and this one has all the stems in it. So this type of neoprene is a fashion weight neoprene, also known as scuba knit. And what that means is that it's not for your typical active wear when you would be using it for scuba diving or surfing. This is more for fashion applications or like bathing suits. So you can use this to make dresses, one-piece bathing suits, skirts, even maybe thick leggings or pants. It can also be for a lightweight jacket. So there's a lot of applications you can use from these types of materials. Our next neoprint is 309147, and this one is blue X-ray roses digitally printed on stretched neoprene. And this one, it has the tops of the roses that are actually X-rayed, so you see all the layers as if on a top view instead of seeing the roses from a side view. It's also stretch. It has great stretch in the weft as well as in the warp. And it's very thin, but it's thick enough that it has a lot of body. So this scuba knit neoprene would also be great for dresses, for bathing suits, skirts, pants, you name it. It is good for a wide variety of applications. It is a fashion weight though, so no active wear from this garment. But you can also make maybe wine cozies, laptop cozies, iPad cozies. There's a lot of different applications to use from this type of neoprene. Our next fabric is 309145, and it's actually the same exact print as 309147. This one is the pink X-ray roses digitally printed on stretch neoprene. So you can see that this is also the tops of the roses, and it has a lot of stretch in the weft as well as the warp. Being a scuba knit, it is too thin for active wear applications. But it's great for anything fashion. It's also great for accessories. So maybe a coin purse. You can make this into dresses, into bikinis, into jackets, into maybe leg warmers. You could do laptop covers. You could do beer cozies. You can do a lot of different things from this fabric. So definitely get a swatch if you're thinking about it. Our next fabric is 309122. And it's a blue X-ray floral print. It is digitally printed on the fabric. And this one is very interesting because it has the stems, and you'll see that the stems are dark, but the flowers, which are not roses, they're just actual sunflowers, are really light. And it's got this mysterious look to it. It also has a lot of stretch in both the warp and the weft. It's very fluid. It's got a lot of body, but it drapes beautifully. So this can either be made into bodycon garments or into draped garments. It's got a lot of body, but it's also not terribly see-through. So if you didn't want to line it, you most likely wouldn't have to. It does have a white backing though, so be careful with what type of undergarments you may wear with it. You can use this for dresses, skirts, for bathing suits, but it is not thick enough for scuba diving or for surfing. Our next fabric is 309144. It is the same exact print as 309122, except in pink. So this is your pink X-ray floral print. And it is, like I said before, digitally printed onto the stretch neoprene. And you can see it has a lot of stretch as well. There are little hints of orange in it, and you'll see that in the close-up. And this one is just as mysterious as the last, except a little bit more perky with the pink pop instead of the blue color. It's great for any type of fashion application. Garments are a must from this fabric, as well as any type of accessory. You can use this for head wraps, for headbands. You can use this for eyeglass cases. You can use this for cozies. You can use this for a large array of applications. So we definitely recommend ordering a swatch. Our next fabric is 309119, and it's a blue and white X-ray floral that's digitally printed on stretch neoprene. And this one, the floral is much more intricate and it's much larger. And you can see all the detailed lines in it in the close-up. There's a lot of detail in this fabric, which makes it like very, very interesting to look at. We definitely recommend ordering some of this. It has a great stretch in the weft as well as the warp. And it has a lot of body in the drape, but it is a fashion weight neoprene. So it's not made for activewear applications. It's going to be better for sportswear applications. Sportswear gets confused with activewear a lot. It's actually like tops, bottoms, pants, that kind of thing. Activewear is actually for sports. So this would be great for shirts, dresses, for pants, for skirts, also for bathing suits, and it'd also be great for cozies. Our next fabric is 309117. It is the same exact print as 309119. It's a black and white X-ray floral digitally printed on stretch neoprene. So it has the same exact print and it's very detailed, very intricate, and we definitely recommend ordering a swatch of this fabric. It's got a lot of stretch in both the weft and the warp. Great for bodycon garments, anything fitted. And it's got a beautiful drape, so it can be used for any type of dress, jacket, pants. It can be used as bodycon or as a draped garment. It can be used for bathing suits, for cozies. There's a lot of applications you can get out of this fabric. And our next fabric is 309146. And this is a blue and black X-ray floral digitally printed on stretch neoprene. And this one is just so lively. And it's got a lot of stretch in the weft and the warp as well. Great for bodycon garments. And the print is just very rich. The black gives it a very rich look, and the print's just euphoric as it gets. It's like swimming jellyfish, as put in the description. And the drape is very easy, but it has a lot of body. So you can do really anything with this fabric. You can do dresses, skirts, pants, bathing suits, cozies. You can do pillow covers. You could do really anything. And it's extremely soft, so definitely order a swatch of this. So, all of those hashtag neoprints are reorderable fabrics. What that means is that if you wanted large quantities of those, we can get those to you no problem. Also, if you're ordering large quantities of any of those neoprints, call our customer service team at 855-630-6663. They can offer you bulk and discount pricing. We also have the opportunity to make custom prints. So if you have any prints that you would like printed, we do have 100-yard minimums, but we can get them on any polyester ground. So send those in to us, and also send them to our customer service team at 855-630-6663. For our featured fabrics today, we have an array of new cotton prints on different grounds. So let's get started. Our first product is 308257, and it is a Baltic blue, brunette, and fuchsia floral on a combed cotton sateen. And it's a really lively print. It's got a whole collaged aspect going on, and there's a lot of color in that. So that is very prominent for spring season, for the fall season even, and obviously great for the summer. This fabric has a nice crisp drape and a light sheen, which is nice. And it can be used for any type of top weight application. You can use it for shirts and for jackets, lightweight jackets. You can also use it for lining jackets. It's very thin. And you can use it for skirts. You can use it for dresses. I wouldn't necessarily use it for bottoms because it is a little thin for that. However, you can drape it, or you can pattern it, and there's a lot of different things you can do with this material. Keep in mind, it is really soft and the surface is very smooth, so this is a great fabric even if you just want a swatch of it. Our next fabric is 308254, and it is a red and white floral herringbone combed cotton dobby jacquard. What a dobby jacquard is, it's a woven fabric that has a pattern woven into it. So this one has a chevron pattern woven into it. Other patterns can be lines of chevron, lines of stripe, and lines of herringbone. The pattern doesn't exactly have to match up, but it's all in the background. So if you look closely at the close-up, you'll see that it has a print woven into it, a pattern woven into it, and a print on top. It also comes in blue and white, and it comes in yellow and white. This fabric has a nice drape to it. It also has a nice subtle sheen, which is very good for classic garments, good for any garments worn in a business setting, good for going out, good for basically any use. And it's great for top applications, for dresses, for skirts. I would definitely use this fabric during the spring and summer seasons. It has a very spring type essence to it. Light, airy, smooth, and very soft. Our next fabric is 308258. It is a sand, ash, and olive floral stretch cotton twill. So it has a nice give in the weft, which is great for fitted applications. It's also really soft, and the floral detail on this looks as if it's painted on, which is really pretty. It's very crisp, And it can be used for top or bottom applications. It is on the lighter side though, so I wouldn't use it necessarily for heavier pants, but if you wanted to use this for shorts, it could work. It can also be used as a lighter, maybe palazzo pant or something of that essence. It can be used for tops, for dresses, and it can definitely be used to line jackets. And keep in mind, this is great for fitted garments. Our next fabric is 308421. This is the only color it comes in. It's a black, gray, and orange combed cotton poplin. And it's got this very intricate, almost striped floral design filled with floral motifs, and it's very intricate. It looks as if it was drawn in pencil and then colored over with watercolors. Being that it's a poplin, it's great for shirting applications. Anything top weight can be made from this product. So shirts are the best application made from this, but you can also make dresses, blouses, t-shirts. It can also be made into skirts. It is semi-translucent though. Not transparent, but translucent, which just means that when held to the light, you can see through it a little bit. But definitely a top-notch shirting fabric. Our next product is 308252. And on the site, it looks more of a rust color, but it's actually a chili pepper red floral combed cotton poplin. So the red is definitely deeper than what shows on the site. It also comes in a navy and white coloration, and it's just a very simple floral design with polka dots going throughout. Being that it is a poplin, it's great for shirting applications. Any types of tops, dresses. It can also be used for skirts, but it is a little light, so you might want to line it. Great for the spring and summer. And you can also possibly use it for shorts, but once again, it is thin, so you might want to line that as well. The next product is 308265, and it's an allure blue and white candy striped cotton voile. Being that it is a voile, it is translucent. It's also very soft and light. Voiles are great for any type of top applications. It's also great for children's applications. So if you wanted to make children's shirts or dresses, this would be great for that, as well as baby clothing. So being that it is really soft, it would be great for adults as well as children. It can be made into blouses, dresses. There's a lot of things to do with it, but it is too light for bottom weight applications. It also, just so you know, comes in green and white, rose and white, brown and white, red and white, and royal blue and white. Our next fabric is 308399, and it is a very loud print. It is a blue, orange, and red floral on combed cotton voile. And it's kind of like a tropical jungle-esque kind of print. It's very loud, but it's a lot of fun. So great for tropical garments, great for going on vacation, great for shirts. And it is a voile, so it is translucent. It is crisper also than most voiles, so this would be better for shirting applications than it would for blouse applications. It would be great for maybe skirts, but I would line it if you made a skirt. It would also be great for any type of children's wear. So this is a great fabric to get for any type of vacation you may be going on. Our next product is 309128, and it is a deer printed satin faced stretch cotton twill. So being that it is a satin faced fabric, it has a really nice sheen to it. It's also got the hand more so of a sateen than it does of a twill. It's got a nice give in the weft, great for tailoring or fitted applications. It's also got a nice body to it, so it would be good for both top and bottom weight garments. You can use this for jackets, for light summer jackets. You can also use this for dresses. You can use it for tops. You can use it for pants, shorts. It can really be used for just about anything. And you most likely won't need to line it as it is nearly opaque, so that's a great thing. Our next product is 308861, and it is a pink and brown polka dotted stretch cotton twill. And this fabric, it's got a nice give in the weft, good for wearing ease or maybe slight tailoring. And it's also good for any type of shirting application. It's got a nice sheen to it, which is kind of classy, but it's also really fun with a large polka dot print. It's very crisp in the drape. So it's great for shirting applications. It would also be really good for summer shorts. And you can make this the lining of jackets. You can even make this into a fun summer dress. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. And being that it is primarily opaque, you most likely wouldn't need to line this for anything unless you want to make it thicker. So those are all of the featured fabrics for today. Most of those cotton prints are reorderables, so they can be ordered in bulk, and we'll also keep getting those in. And if you do want to order any of those products, call 855-630-6663 for any type of discount pricing. Our first favorite is one of Britt McManus, and you might know her as one of our customer service reps. You call in and she's one of the first people to answer the phone. Her favorite is 306776, and it is a black and beige X-ray printed silk satin face georgette, and it's actually a panel of a skeletal pelvis. And this is actually really cool. It's very detailed, and the reason why it's her personal favorite is because it's A, completely her style, and B, it would be perfect for scarves, dresses, blouses, and it's just a really cool print. Being that it is satin face, it has a really nice sheen to it, and it also drapes really nicely. But it is a georgette, so it is translucent, and when you hold it to the light, you'll notice that. However, it's thick enough to where you might not need a lining for most applications. Great for skirts, great for dresses, great for scarves. It can be really used for anything, blouses, and it has an awesome print. I also want to let you know that one of our own employees decided that they love this print so much that they took a panel of it and framed it and put it on their wall in their apartment. So definitely an employee favorite here at Mood. For our next employee favorite, this one belongs to Antonia Vera, who is actually my assistant and the filmographer for these videos. And his favorite is 307941, which is a brown, black, and olive abstract rayon stretch jersey knit. And the reason why this is his favorite is not only because he's a sucker for camo, but also because he thinks this would make extremely awesome distressed tops, and I think so too. It's also got a superb amount of stretch to it, so anything fitted is definitely doable in this fabric. So this has a nice heavy body and a nice drape to it. It is a medium weight though. Rayons tend to be heavier, and it's got a lot of easy drape going on here. So you can really drape this, or you can make this into bodycon garments. It can be used for either or. Great for tops, tees, skirts, dresses, even cardigans. This would be great for a lot of different applications. Head wraps, a lot of different things. And you can work this in any which way. Our next employee favorite belongs to Jess Pop Ziggy, who's actually our interdepartmental order fulfillment specialist. And her favorite is 106414, which is this 6.5 inch by 64 inch dark gray striped acrylic rib knit trim. So as you can see, it's a trim. It's actually not sold by the yard, it's sold by the length itself. And it's got a nice stretch to it. This is perfect for any kind of cuffs, sweatshirt hems. This is definitely what you would use, and you would fold it over, and then that would be the size of your sweatshirt hem or cuff. It's her favorite because she's a huge fan of beanies, and she could definitely see this being made into one. It's also super warm and incredibly comfortable. So this is definitely something you can wear all throughout the fall and winter seasons. So this would normally, like I said before, be folded in half. And then this edge would be sewn into the cuff or sewn in like that. So that would be the bottom of your sweatshirt hem, or maybe even a sleeve. So this is great for even tees, for sweatshirts, for long sleeve shirts. It's definitely a trim that's worth looking into, and we have it in a ton of colors. We also have it without the stripe, so definitely look on our website for this. Our next favorite belongs to Melissa Disha, and she's our trim, buttons, and notions manager for the online department. Her favorite is 108385, and her favorite is actually called the gunmetal and white beaded rhinestone applique. It's her favorite primarily because it can be used absolutely anywhere. You can use it as a shoulder strap. You can use it for a V-neck neckline, a sweetheart neckline. You can use it for a higher neckline. You can use it as a waist accent. You can use it as a bust accent. You can use it for basically anything. And you can also use it on purses, you can use it on clasps, you can use it on really any type of accessory, a hat accessory, headbands. It can really be used for absolutely anything. And it's also really pretty. So that's this product. Our next favorite belongs to Louis Quiones, who's one of our customer service reps here at Mood. His favorite is 306123, and it is a coral, scalloped edged, and re-embroidered lace that's also corded. And this lace is his favorite because of the vibrant color, which is absolutely beautiful. And it's also perfect. It has a perfect amount of stretch for a hat base, which, as you can see here, is what he made from it. Isn't that awesome? Louis makes a lot of hats, so definitely take up on his recommendation for using this fabric as a base. It does have a nice give, so it can be used for any type of tailoring or fitted garment. It doesn't have enough stretch to be skin tight without bust darts though. So keep that in mind. And as I said earlier, it is a scalloped edge. You can't tell from looking from afar, but it does have a very slight scalloping effect to it. You can also tell in the close-up how textural and dimensional this fabric is, which is actually really awesome and very pretty. It can be used for a lot of different things. It can be used for tops, it can be used for bustiers, it can be used for jackets, it can be used for really anything as an overlay. And if you wanted to leave it by itself or maybe a sheer crop top, you can just use a camisole or a bodysuit underneath to line it. Our next favorite belongs to Nelson Cruz. He is our tech guy here at Mood. He does everything from fixing our errors to uploading really cool things to the site. He's just one of our go-to men here at the online department. And his favorite is this, which is 307370. And it is a long black long-haired goat fur. Woo! So this is real, and it's backed with suede, which is actually attached in random parts so that it can actually be a rectangular shape instead of an irregular shaped hide. And this is his favorite because it's awesome. This is the only long-haired goat fur that we actually have on the online department right now. We're looking to get some more, and it's got a lot of body to it. So, winter coats. This would be excellent for that. It'd be excellent for vests, any kind of cape. There's a lot of different things this would be great for, but definitely outerwear is what you want to use for it. You can also maybe make pillows. You can make any kind of like upholstery with this that you want to be furry. And it's very heavy, so keep that in mind. But it is sold by the hide, but it is rectangular, so it's not irregularly shaped, and you'll see that on the site. Our next favorite belongs to Kiana Chance, who is our customer service team supervisor. Her favorite is 306730, and it is a black 1x1 ribbed Hachi baby knit. Hachi babies are like jersey knits that are actually very thin, lightweight, and they're really soft. So this is a 1x1 rib, which is very thin. And it's her favorite because it's super comfy. She thinks that it would be great for those hooded t-shirts, which is definitely be great for that, or like hooded cardigans, just the very thin, lightweight ones. Obviously, you can tell that it is semi-sheer. It's also got a lot of stretch in the weft and in the warp. So this would be really good for both fitted and non-fitted garments. If you did a fitted garment, though, I would recommend doubling it so it is a bit more opaque. The drape of it is extremely easy. And it is just very soft. So like I said before, anything that is like thinner, so like t-shirts with a thin hood, long sleeve shirts with a thin hood, cardigans, this would be great for that kind of thing. It can also be used for dresses if you double it. Just so you know, this fabric also comes in a lot of different colorways, so check that out on our website. Our next product is a favorite of Eric Soma, which is one of the owners here at Mood. And his favorite is this black and white digitally printed pug image on the stretch neoprene. And in the close-up, you'll see that all the pugs have really funny faces. He thinks it's just a hysterical fabric, and it kind of reminds him of Swatch. Just so you know, we're also getting a print in with Swatch's faces all over it, too. Being that it is one of our stretch neoprenes, it does have a lot of give in both the warp and the weft, and it is of a light fashion weight, so it could be also called a scuba knit. So this fabric would be great for bathing suits, tops, dresses, skirts, any of that kind of things, cozies, and it's just a cute thing to have, especially because of all the really cute, funny little pug faces in there. Our final favorite belongs to our very own Mascot Watch, and his favorite is item 308524, which is an Italian cream slate and olive zigzag blended wool fleece panel. And this is his favorite because he likes anything that is soft so he can sleep on it. He uses this as a blanket in our office. But this fabric is really soft and it's nice. It's got a lot of stretch because it is a knit. None in the weft, however. And it is, if you look in the close-up, it has these corded ribbings. They're very soft, though. It is very thick, great for baby blankets, also really good for jackets, for winter coats. And it could be used for oversized sweaters, but it is very thick. Keep that in mind. You can also probably use this for capes, for cloaks. There's a lot of great applications, but just like I said before, great for children's blankets or pillows even. This would be very good for that. Those are all the favorite fabrics we have for today. Keep in mind that some of them are reorderable and we might have bulk of them. So if you're looking to order bulk, definitely contact our customer service team on those reorderable products and they may be able to give you discount pricing. Also keep in mind that the other half are closeouts and those go very fast. So if you're interested, buy right away because we may sell out of them. Also, some of them also come in other colorways. So if you go to the product pages itself, you'll see the colorways on those product pages. We'd also love to see what you make with these products. So if you make anything, post them on social media with the hashtag FabFaves, FABFAVS, and we might just post it on our social media pages as well. We thank you so much for joining us for this webinar today. If you like this webinar and want to sign up for future webinars, you can go right here to register. It's on moodyou.com, and we would love to see you again next week. We're going to be doing these on Saturdays now from 11 to 12 p.m., and I hope to see you there. But don't forget that we are going to give you a coupon at the end of this video, so stay tuned, and I will be giving you that. Have a good day, everybody.